Speedo shorts.
Was that because you didn't want to lose?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. I think the Speedo was good for a year. We can retire the Speedo. I don't want to just do the same thing over and over again. You got to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
This year we're going to have a 250-gallon aquarium filled with beer.
I love that you said it like you went into it super casual. Mm-hmm. We just have a massive aquarium of beer.
Yeah. We're calling it the beer aquarium.
Naturally.
Yes. And if the beer aquarium gets drank this week, emptied, we will be donating another $100,000 to the Eagles Autism Foundation. So
drink up.
So it's your responsibility to come to the Ocean Drive and drink as much beer as possible for families, autism, research, neurodiversion. Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's right.
If you come and you drink beer, we will only make a bigger impact on the autism community, their families, the programs, the research that are supported by the Autism Foundation.
That's exactly right.
That's literally what he said, verbatim. He said those words. Exactly.
And obviously, Garage Beer is helping us out with that. Utz has a giant pool with, I think, 1 million cheese balls filled that people are going to bob for something in the bottom of it. I think
golden beer.
Golden beers, yes. Mm-hmm. So all in all, it'll be a couple days of debauchery as well as community and philanthropy all combined together. My kind of favorite coalescing things of,
Okay, we'll talk more about guest bartending, but coming up on today's Jersey Shore special, Jason and I are going to answer some of the most pressing Ask Me Some Things questions sent in by the real ones, like what to do when your kids hit the three-nager stage and how difficult it was or wasn't to squat Travis at the other podcast live show. We also have a doom scroll clip that's inspired a game. Jason doesn't know we're playing yet, and to be honest, neither do I. That's always a recipe for success. And then I'm going to be joined by one of my best friends who also runs the Eagles Autism Foundation. She's going to embarrass me just like my college roommates did. It's the EAF Executive Director, Ryan Hammond. But before we get to all of that, a quick NGL announcement. As some of you may have already seen, I was in Disneyland Paris a few days ago taping a very special episode of the podcast with a good friend of ours, Alona Mar. But none of you can keep a secret. So now people know. What you don't know is who I got to meet.
No, you just said it, Alona Mar.
No, I know Alona. I got to meet Olaf. Yeah.
Kind of like
no. Bleep that. The rundown blatantly says, hint at it, but don't say it out loud. Yeah. Bleep that.
Yeah.
Bleep it! I got to meet someone who likes warm hugs. Whatever. But that's all I can say for now. You got to wait until next Thursday, July 2nd to watch our Disneyland Paris Spectaculaire. All right, that does it for today's announcements. Let's start things off with 6-ish. Ask Me Some Things. It's actually Ask Us Some Things. Questions from the real ones in honor of our year 6 of Shorebirds. Well done, Queen Emma. I see what you did there. Ask Us Some Things is brought to you this week by Allstate. Number one, first up I'm not gonna say people's names because then I always go to shit on that. Number one, first up from at Sunshine Sweetheart. I did it anyway. I fucking did it anyway. Fuck you. Number one, first up. Sweetheart? What?
What's wrong with Sunshine Sweetheart?
No, every so often we get into it and someone has like some weird ass, like you can't tell where the first word ends and the second word starts. It's the whole fucking thing. Yeah. Reading names is trash. What did you get for Father's Day? He doesn't actually know.
Yeah.
He didn't receive it yet.
Haven't had a Father's Day gift yet. Unfortunately, I was out of town on Father's Day.
Yes.
Which is not ideal. But I look forward to seeing what it is.
Me too. I know what it is. Yeah. It's a shirt and a game that I ordered months ago that's in the back of my closet that I forgot to bring to the shore, and now he can't have until I go home.
I really hope she said.
We have to bleep that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. God. Never mind. Okay.
All right.
Now I'm sweaty. Here we go. Next one. What's Kylie's best attribute?
This is for me?
You looked so... No, they asked me.
That's a tough one to answer because you have a lot of really good attributes.
Way to save it.
And sometimes strengths can be weaknesses. I would say that you're a very principled person and convicted human being, and that allows you to stay true to who you are and what you stand for, and understand what's right and wrong. And I think that all of those things are also things that I value and love and appreciate about you, and keep me headed in the right direction as well. And I would say that's your best attribute.
That was the kindest way to say that I'm bullheaded.
I mean, at times, for sure. No, there's definitely negatives to that. But I would say overwhelmingly positive than negative.
Thank you for that. That's very sweet. Queen Emma wants to know, what's your least favorite?
Least favorite?
Yeah. To be fair, whenever I'm asked the question, and I'm sure you already know this, but whenever I'm asked the question, because I did say this on the other podcast, whenever I'm asked the question about my biggest pet peeve with you, or like the thing that like bothers me, it's just that you're loud.
Yeah,
that's that's always my go-to. You're a loud person.
Least favorite.
Did you hear that? He didn't argue with me at all.
I don't think there's anything to argue with.
He's so loud.
I think I got loud feet, loud breathing. I mean, there's not a lot of. I'd be a really bad ninja. The breathing
doesn't bother me. You'd be a trash
bad ninja. Least.
He's like, there's so many to choose from.
I would say my least favorite attribute is how particular you are with foods. This
is perfect because I can't argue with that.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to argue about. If anything is even remotely even close to the date, you want to throw it out.
Correct.
If anything's been sitting on the counter for like an hour,
also correct.
You're like, nope, that's been sitting out.
Or I put it in the fridge. Which,
if I try and make anything, I know that you kind of want to eat it, but at the same time, you know that I probably put zero sanitary efforts.
I mean, he probably didn't even wash his hands.
It was cooked though. It's going to be like the bacteria gets killed in the flame.
Yeah.
So it works.
What I will say is that, and I've said this multiple times, that you, since we have been together, you've helped me like step out of my comfort zone in a lot of ways. Yeah. Like the idea of like, you make your partner better.
For sure.
You've helped me like be more open-minded when it comes to food. And I think there's a number of times during our relationship, like even when we were just dating, where I ate something where you were like surprised that I ate it.
Yes, for sure.
Number 3, next question is clearly more Dallas rage bait. If Jason was traded to the Cowboys, would you have had a Cowboys Kelce jersey? You would have.
Well, I would have had to. Yeah, that's part of the requirements.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't. Here's the deal. This is actually a super easy question because I didn't even I've never put on a Kelce Eagles jersey.
Okay.
So this is actually a really easy question. I'm going to take the loophole on this one.
I'll say this. If we have, I guess we only have daughters right now. If we ever had a daughter that became a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, as much as I hope that does not happen, no offense to anybody, I will gladly wear anything to support them. I think that I get that you don't want to wear Dallas stuff. I get that there's like a whole Philly moniker out here. I think it's really important to show support for people that you love, and that goes deeper than my love of the Cleveland Browns or any of that stuff.
Okay. That's fair. Luckily, we didn't have to find out. Next up, number 4, what's the best part of being a girl dad and what's the hardest part?
Best part for me was only Trav and I growing up. So I've never been around tiny women outside of like elementary school. And even then they had cooties, so I wasn't really talking to them. So I just think how adorable they are, how much you get to play with them, how much you get to see them learn and grow. Like Benny's in a great stage right now because she's like just old enough to really start articulating what she has in her head and what she's thinking, but she's still young enough that everything is kind of amazing. So like every little thing she kind of like picks up on, and she's starting to go out of that age a little bit, but that's my favorite stage, when they're really like in awe of the world and they want to talk about everything, and things that you take for granted on like a really regular basis are, I guess, like put more in the forefront of your mind. So you get to experience the world again through the lens of like a tiny human who's just doing it for the first time.
Is there anything that you can point out as the hardest part of being a girl dad? I
feel like that's down the road. I haven't experienced that yet. Right now, there's not a lot of negative sides to girls. I think those are going to come in like
when we're all synced up.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario is if we end up as like a chain reaction period house, which means that at least one person every week of the month has their period. Oh God, we're going to have so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Teenage years are not going to be fun for a lot of those reasons.
Okay. That's fair. Number 5, next one is someone seeking out parenting advice. So let's see how this goes. Hi, Kelce's. We are in the 3-nager straight up sassing everyone phase. Is this normal?
What is it?
The 3-nager. She described it as the 3-nager straight up sassing everyone phase.
I mean, I love that stage. Who doesn't? I love a sassy 3-year-old. That's hilarious.
That's Bennett right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Benny, well, she's not always sassy. I think she goes in ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Where she is like the sweetest thing ever, but she definitely struggles with the concept of sharing and taking her turn on things.
Yep.
She goes from being like the funniest person on the planet and like holding court and like being somewhat of like a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
And then 2 moments later, she's mad that they're laughing at her.
Pissed.
Yeah. So
absolutely furious.
Yeah. None of it makes sense.
And there's no knowing like what the breaking point will be. That's the craziest part, because she'll go and she'll riff and she'll keep running. And then all of a sudden you're just like, that's what got you. Now you're crying.
No, this is my favorite stage. I'm all in. I like emotion on their sleeves.
How do you respond to when they act a little bit sassy to you?
Well, describe is sassy like throwing a temper tantrum, or sassy?
I think sassy is sort of like trying to get their way.
I
let it ride.
I like when I think it's really easy when kids are having their emotions on their sleeves and outwardly telling you how much they hate your guts. I can solve that. I can tell them how much I love them and diffuse that situation very easily. And we're still on the stage where all of our kids are doing that. I fear more when kids are dejected and like actually not being sad. Sass it up. Let me know how much you're hurt by somebody taking your stuffed animal. We can solve that issue, but don't go to a corner and not tell anybody and let it stew. That's when it's like a major issue.
Okay. And last one for now. Do you think Kylie or Queen Emma planted the mice in the kitchen to speed up Project Cat?
Well, it hasn't sped the project up, so if it is, operation failed.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a very good time frame for when the cat is going to happen. And it will, I'm staying true to that timeline.
How quickly, because there have been quite a few times where you've either been like at work or like on a trip where I've texted you like, I'm going to get a cat.
Mm-hmm.
how quickly do you make the connection between that and, oh, Kylie saw a mouse in the house?
Oh, instantaneously. Yeah.
It is the tell of like, I'm headed to the shelter to get a cat. He's like, where did you see the mouse?
Yeah.
Where were the mouse droppings? He knows that is a massive trigger for me because I'm an animal person. I'll pick up spiders. I'll pick up spiders. I'll take them outside.
You can't say you're an animal person if you have that much disdain for animals.
Well, to be fair, when the one mouse had to be squashed, I did call on you.
Yeah, I'll squish a mouse.
Nope.
I'll squish mice. Gotta catch them. They're pretty quick.
Gotta catch them first. You know who would catch a mouse?
Cat.
Yeah. Is it still barn cat or bust? Because I did tell you about the PSPCA has the barn cat.
Yeah.
Program.
Like, what are we calling a barn cat?
The barn cat is basically an inside-outside cat, a cat that's really there to control pests, one that doesn't necessarily want to be your BFF, but is there to do a job.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly what I would prefer in a cat, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if we're really trying to eradicate mice, there are individuals whose entire professions will...
No, we have an exterminator.
Yeah, that is going to deter the mice situation far more than cats.
Jason, I grew up with a cat in the house, and I couldn't tell you how many times I saw a mouse in the house that I grew up in.
Sure.
I just really don't like mice. I don't know what it is. The way they scurry. It's so gross. Okay, that's it for Ask Us Some Things, Part 1, brought to you by Allstate. We'll answer some more later, but right now let's talk about the reason we're here in places Kylie has some business being. This week, I actually have a lot of business being right here at the Ocean Drive in Sea Isle, and Jason has even more business being here because it's our big EAF fundraising. I would say it's 48 hours. It's our 48 hours of fundraising for Team 62. We're in year 6 of this event.
Yep.
How much have things changed since the first event guest bartending here at the OD?
Well, the first year, I don't even know. Was it just me?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the first year it was just one person. We were actually like serving drinks.
Yeah. Wasn't that wild?
Yeah. And
how do you think your bartending skills are?
I think I'm very good at beer and most normal mixed drinks.
Okay.
And I think when I'm here, I'm like freaking ready to move and shake. And so I think I'm a good bartender. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be terrible if you asked me to make like a Manhattan or like something of like higher scale or class.
Sure.
That's not what I will be able to execute.
You're like a rum and coke kind of guy.
Anything that comes from a little squirty gun, if I can fill it up with that and liquor, I can make you a concoction. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the craziest thing you've signed over the years?
I feel like there have been a number of weird items here.
We ran into the baby yesterday.
Yep.
At the arcade.
That's right.
That Jason signed right over that wall back there.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Maybe 2 or 3 years ago?
The baby
she looked probably 3.
Maybe 3.
How much more community do you get?
For sure. No, that was definitely a fun one. Obviously, babies are not allowed in the venue.
Correct.
So that was a reach over the wall, Simba moment. Then I'm pretty sure I've signed an amputated leg here.
Yes.
Nearly positive.
Why not?
There have been a bunch of odd items. The
craziest part about that is there is not a single person in the Philadelphia area that just heard that and didn't bat an eye.
Standard.
I mean, that is just about as Eagles fan as it gets.
Yes. I think there have been a ton of other really interesting ones, but those are probably the 2 that stand out the most.
For the second year in a row, I'm also putting on a yoga class where donations will benefit EAF. Jason, will you be taking the class again this year? It's a little later in the morning. He had no idea we were doing yoga
yeah, I mean, it almost later in the morning makes me less likely. Yeah, it's like just means it's going to be hotter at that time.
So fair. That's really fair. Okay. It was also just very hot last year.
I also I tore my hamstring last year running.
Yes, you did.
Almost all the time when I'm tearing muscles, it's because I have stretched I am very notoriously anti-stretching, which my back does not appreciate. But for some reason, I just find myself getting injured less when I don't stretch.
Okay.
So I know that goes against I think scientifically, what's the study of people that study exercise? Kinesiology?
Yes.
Or human movement or
Study
something?
of movement is kinesiology.
Yeah, I think they would
Physiology is how your body works.
like unanimously disagree with me. But
okay. Well, Jason might not be there, but I will be because we're doing yoga tomorrow at Excursion Park, right over there, just behind us. Shout out to Stride Fitness here in Sea Isle City, and also Lululemon for their generous donation and partnership for this event. We're so excited to do it a second year. It's such a great way to kick off the day, and it will actually roll us right into our All Abilities series with EAF. We will have some yoga, some football happening there as well. And All Abilities means that kids, both typical and neurodivergent, can participate in the same clinic. It's absolutely outstanding, and an instance in which a lot of families find that it's the only place where both of their kids or multiple kids can participate together as a family. So it's a very exciting event. We're so excited to be kicking off all these events for this year. Even if you can't make it in person, you can donate to EAF and contribute to our hopefully over $1 million goal. Again, the link is in the description. And guys, it could just be as little as $5. It still gets us closer to our goal. We really appreciate any donation. Moving on, let's get right to Doom Scroll of the Week. Doom Scroll is brought to you this week by CVS. All right, first scroll. One of my favorite corners of the internet this summer has been World Cup soccer fans trying American things for the first time. And these English fans discovered water ice.
Nice.
Yes, guys, so we've had our Philly cheesesteak. Now we're here at Readers.
He did say water ice. Have you heard that?
I've definitely not tried it already, so it's going to taste it.
Great choice, by the way. He got mango.
Oh, sucking up flavours, pop in your mouth, refreshing on a hot day. Giving this a 9 out of 10.
Oh, and I've gone for
Lemon.
the lemon one. So I actually haven't tried this one, so we'll give it a shot.
He says it's better than lemonade, by the way, which really blows my mind. Watch.
That is like a lemonade, but 10 times better. I'll go for 9.2.
9.2.
Top tier spot.
Top tier.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what water ice flavor would you have recommended them?
I think the mango's the one.
Right?
Yeah, that's the most universally liked and loved flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody has like their own, but that's the one that I think most people identify as like the best one, or one that's really good.
If you had to suggest one thing for the World Cup fans coming into Philadelphia to try, what would it be? Obviously, they said that they had just tried a cheesesteak, which I think is kind of a staple.
Yeah.
But is there anything else that's a little more obscure that you think people should be trying?
Oh man, I mean, a lot of people like roast pork sandwiches. I think it's definitely.
He doesn't like broccoli.
Yeah,
rabe.
I'm not a broccoli rabe.
You can
fan.
get it with spinach, by the way.
And I'll give a caveat. I've had broccoli rabe that I like, but I think in general, I'm not.
You also don't like sharp provolone. So a typical roast pork sandwich in Philadelphia is roast pork shaved very thin. Sharp provolone and broccoli rabe.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like broccoli rabe, and you also don't like sharp provolone.
I don't mind sharp provolone. I would rather have regular provolone. I think that is another iconic Philadelphia like sandwich.
That's a great call.
Their hoagie rolls.
Thank you for saying that.
Are going to be, better than any place else. And when you go back to the other places that you are and you're getting a hoagie roll, you're going to make out this really there wasn't a lot of thought or care put into it.
Now, since you're not on TikTok regularly, I do want to inform you what a couple other things are that the World Cup fans are, that are just blowing their minds.
Yeah.
Number one, free refills on drinks.
I've seen some of those videos.
Blowing their minds.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious to me.
Yes.
Chips and salsa being brought to the table for free at a Mexican restaurant, that they come out like with the menus to be like, okay, here are your chips and salsa. What would you like to order?
Do they have, who's infatuated with this? Like, I'm assuming
I think the marketing concept of you order food and you get chips and salsa to the table.
I guess, but what I'm saying is all right, Japanese fans, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm like. There's no way that Mexican fans are coming to the U.S.
I think the whole point is it's like the idea of
having some type of free item.
Yes.
Yeah.
because that's what the free refills is doing.
Well, I'll tell you
this. That takes us to bread baskets because they're endless and they're free.
I'll also say this, just so you know, there's nothing free. Like, you're paying for it, whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
They will advertise.
They've marked up all of the other things you're purchasing to make sure that you can cover costs on that.
This is classic capitalism marketing, Japanese and we have mastered it here in America. You may think you're getting something for free. In fact, you were paying for it.
The one thing that makes my heart happy that apparently visitors are absolutely fascinated with is ranch dressing, which hell yeah, we have it.
Yeah.
And hell yeah, it's delicious. If you have not, French fries. Also pizza. Things that you would not think to dip in ranch, dip it.
I know overseas, at least in Europe, they do a lot of mayonnaise, which would make sense that they also like ranch. Like, I feel like those are, they're both white and
creamy.
Yeah, I guess that's the right word.
Trav's gonna love that.
I don't know if Trav likes ranch or not. I feel like he doesn't. He doesn't like most of those.
There's no way he doesn't. There's no chance he eats it.
But he'll do aiolis, which is weird. I don't understand.
Because aioli is fancy, and he's fancy.
Well, aioli just has garlic. Isn't the only difference between aioli and mayonnaise just that it has garlic?
Not every aioli has garlic. Only a garlic aioli has garlic.
I don't think that's true.
And aioli is like a homemade
Can we
mayonnaise.
look this up, please?
Yeah. The primary difference is that traditional aioli is an emulsion of garlic.
I mean, I kind of knew I was right.
Then why are they calling it a garlic aioli?
For
that
people that don't know,
redundant.
for people that don't know aioli is garlic, maybe it has more garlic. It's classic American capitalism marketing.
Honestly,
yeah.
I'm going to dive into that a little bit more later because I'm still not 100% convinced. When in doubt it. Okay. Next scroll. There's a new trend on TikTok called the girl dad effect. And this is about to be very self-explanatory. Queen, I'm going to clip, please.
I'm going to watch this.
It says, my husband before the girl dad effect. It's just a man. Okay.
Did anybody
turns
notice
out I'm actually going to need an explanation. Is it supposed to be that he's... Oh, okay.
Did he?
Both of us are like...
Start that again.
Where?
You got it, Trav. On today's bonus episode, we're going to be diving back into the Heights Hotline, one of our favorites, to answer some more of your voicemails about fatherhood.
Ooh, nice.
That's right. We've also got some great dad stories from Nate Bargatze and Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, man.
Let's see what these voicemails are talking about.
Oh, let's hear it. Give me a little fictional fathers. Give me some of those.
All right.
Hi, this is Lacey from Missouri. And I was just wondering, since Father's Day is coming up, Jason, what fictional father would you say most closely resembles your parenting style? And
this is good.
I think that's it, actually.
That's a good question. Shout out to all the ladies out there in Missouri, the good old state of Missouri, the show me state of Missouri. Dude, this is a question for Jason. Jason, what do you got for me? What fictional father resembles Jason Kelce's way of fathering the most?
Who do I want to be? I want to be Al Bundy, but I'm too... I'm not courageous enough. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't have. I give a fuck too much. I want to be Al Bundy, but I just can't.
So good.
Trying to think of what other
Christmas vacation. Clark Griswold.
I mean, Clark is a great one. That is a very good. And I fuck shit up and try to like do special things and just don't execute on them well. So it's not a bad one. I don't have as dysfunctional of an uncle as Clark does in that movie.
Shitter's full.
Trying to think of who are some other great fictional dads.
I was thinking of some of your favorite shows growing up. Peter Griffin.
I'll tell you what, the guy that I want to be like is Bandit from Bluey. That's who I want to be like. Bandit from Bluey is like one of the all-time.
That show, I obviously no kids over here. Whenever I watch that show with the girls, it is easy TV, man. You can kind of just have that thing on. It's kind of a pleasant little ride they take you on.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Ooh, Fred Flintstone, but like the real version, not the cartoon version.
Fred Flintstone's great.
You remember who played Fred? I always thought this dude looked like Dad.
You're talking about Goodman.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
John Goodman.
John Goodman. God damn, what the fuck is wrong? My brain is not working right now.
Yeah. White's got a little bit of Bam Bam in her.
John Goodman, another iconic dad role in Roseanne, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Roseanne's really the star. That really does fit. I mean, we're all just, it's Kylie's world, and I'm just the John Goodman.
The O plus one, man. Gets you every time.
Who else is there? There's Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. Classic, man.
I'm not as put together as Uncle Phil was.
Uncle Phil was like a judge, yeah. I'm
not litigious enough to fucking be an Uncle Phil.
Yeah. Your personality's always showing. It was a special moment when you got to see Uncle Phil's personality come out. Nice. I think you fucking crushed it.
Yeah, I think we got one. Which one was your favorite of the ones we threw out there?
The Roseanne actually fucking cracks. I'm not gonna lie. It's just the look and the like demeanor, and I think anything where we could relate John Goodman to you, because I do see a lot of Dad in you whenever I see you around the girls. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, hopefully not too much.
Just the perfect amount.
Just the good amount. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to another one.
Hey, Jason. Hey, Travis. This is Bree from KC. I've been watching since
Shout out to Bree.
Beautiful on this episode 1. And my dumb question is, what's something your dad told you when you were younger that you were like, nah, I'm not playing that. I'm not doing that. And now that you're a dad, specifically Jason, what are you like? Nope, I believe my dad now. That's it. That's the advice. Anyways, my dad has 2 girls, and so I just love to know, what advice did you take from your parents? And yeah, happy Father's Day to one of you, and Travis, maybe you someday. Okay, shout out to New Heights.
Thank you very much for the call. I kind of don't understand what she's asking.
Like, what's one thing that like Dad said, like, when you were a kid, you were like, I don't know if that checks out. Like, that doesn't fucking make sense. It's
tough. I'm trying to remember like things that Dad told me that I like was like, nah. Like, I don't know. Growing up, I thought Dad knew everything.
Cats are poisonous.
Well, you know Dad never said like that. Dad never did that.
Dad, he did it. That's your style.
That's my style.
That's your style of parenting.
Yeah, that's my style. I do find myself aligning more with Dad on things. The older I get, I'm like, all right, Dad was actually like...
He's kind of spot on with this one.
Yeah, I don't want to get into
Go right
too
back
much
into
of that. Yeah.
Go back into the...
I will say, as a dad, it is so frustrating when kids won't eat food. And like, you want to give them healthy food, you want to try and get, and it is very difficult to get kids to eat healthy food, to get them to eat, period, when it's just not garbage. That's a major task. I'm trying to, nothing is like immediately coming to the top of my head. Maybe do a different one.
Yeah, let's do a different one.
Hi, Jason and Travis. This is Joseph Carone calling from Bartow, Florida.
Okay, Bartow.
My question for you is, if you could do anything with your dad on Father's Day, what would you do, and why would you do it?
Ooh.
For example, my favorite thing is to go play golf with my dad on Father's Day, and I got to play the course he played as a kid on the original 18 holes.
Nice.
That's awesome. It's tough because, I mean, doing some physical activity would be great with Dad, but he just isn't in a place to be able to do physical activity.
Well, in terms of sport, you know what I mean? In terms of like moving or being athletic, I think so. I think Dad's, he's done a great job of getting his weight down so those new knees can actually work for him.
He has.
But I would say the thing is I've done so many like cool fucking things with Dad, you know? It's like,
I like what Joe said in the call, which is like, go and do something that was like meaningful from like childhood. I've never really thought of doing that with Dad, but I like that idea. Like going back to like Forest Hills and having Dad throw a ball and hit it with a baseball bat would be pretty fucking awesome.
No, just have him go in the backyard, throw the plastic
handball.
Golf balls. Handball, yeah.
We used to play with those like squishy things in the backyard, and you would hit it with your hand, and if it hit the house, it was a home run, or a certain part of the house, it was a home run. If it made a certain other distance, it was like a double. Oh, yeah. And then outside of that, it was basically dodgeball running around. Yeah. That was a fun game. I don't even remember the rules, but that'd be a fun game to reinstitute for
we made up
my
our
girls.
own rules of that one. One of the coolest things I ever did with Dad was obviously I think he took you to a World Series game, so he got tickets to be able to take me to the All-Star game.
No. It was the other way. I didn't go to the World Series. You went to the World Series.
You know what it was? It was you went to the All-Star game. I went to the All-Star. I went to Home Run Derby.
You went to the Home Run Derby. I don't think I went to any of it, but yes.
I ended up taking him to the All-Star game in Cleveland not too long ago. And it was kind of fun paying that back to the big guy.
I mean, All-Star game is in Philadelphia this year.
Ooh.
Wouldn't be the same as Jacobs Field, but there is something about going to just a baseball game with your dad.
And it's electric, man, especially a guy that loves the game and, somebody that was close to the game growing up and kind of introduced us to that.
Tailgate with Pop and his wing sauce that he used to make some chicken wings.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like all these ideas of doing stuff that was like back from childhood, reinvigorating it. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Expedia.
Summer is officially here, and if you're like most people, you've been dreaming about getting away.
You don't need to go far or spend a ton to make travel memories, and Expedia has it all. Whether it's a beach trip with friends, a quick trip to the city with someone special, or just checking out somewhere new.
And even better, Expedia is bringing the heat with their big summer sale. That's right, with incredible deals up to 40% off. Select hotels and vacation rentals, plus deals on packages, flights, and car rentals.
Yeah, here's the deal. Expedia makes it really easy. Flights, hotels, vacation rentals, cars, activities, all of it's in one place, one stop, one shop.
That's right. Nobody wants to spend hours bouncing between dozen sites to book their summer travel.
With Expedia, you can compare options and lock everything in without the runaround.
Terms apply. See site for details.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places. All right, here's some bonus Father's Day moments from Nate Bargatze, Johnny Knoxville, and some more.
All right now.
What's the toughest part about being a girl dad in the movie and in real life?
It's, I don't know. They're your little girl. I'd imagine it's like, I don't have a boy, so I don't know for sure, but I think seeing your little girl get older is probably hard. I would imagine with a boy, not that, you're kind of like setting them up and you're setting your boy to become older in a way. And your little girl, you kind of want to just like hold back and, and you're like, just hang out with me and and just all that. So I think that's the hardest part is probably letting go and, where she's 13. So, legally she still has to live here. So we're good right now, but it's, I think that will be the hardest part. I mean, cause as the girls just know, they know how to work their dads and you just get, they can give you some looks where you're like, I'll give you whatever you want. They just can
1,000%.
Yeah.
No, you're on it, brother. So it was just Travis and I growing up. We didn't have any other sisters and knew I was having my first daughter, Wyatt. And I was like, I'm just going to raise her the same I would as like a boy. And I'm not going to she'd be tough and all these things. And the moment she comes out, it's like, oh, this is way different. And then they start looking at you certain ways and then they can start talking and they learn early that they can manipulate dad for anything. So that's hardwired.
I feel like. No doubt. Broke me in every time I'm around him too.
Oh yeah. I bet, yeah. They can really get everybody.
Do you enjoy pranking your kids like your dad did for you?
Oh, my dad would, I'd be sleeping and I'd get a glass full of water on my face in the morning. And he just wanted me up so he could start telling jokes. You know, he would throw it on my face and then go, blah, blah, blah. I remember in high school, I would be sleeping on the couch, you know, like junior, senior year. And he went and got a hot dog and put it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, 25 seconds. And then as I was sleeping, he drug it through my lips and then acted like he was zipping up his pants. But the answer is no. I don't prank my kids because I have a problem with it. Kind of gets away from me. If I start pranking someone, and suddenly I can't stop, and I've done that to a friend of mine who wasn't in Jackass, and I really got over my skis, and it hurt his feelings. I'm like, oh, okay, I can't go after people like I go after everyone on Jackass, and that was like a big moment for me that I can't be a monster all the time.
We did see this billboard you put up for your daughter, though.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Madison. She's a realtor in Austin. And, the clap you want. Kathy Guthrie. Yeah, that was too good of an idea not to happen. Our friend Kathy Guthrie said something about the clap you want. And like, well, that should be a billboard. And then
why is that your slogan?
The first billboard company in Austin said, we're not going to put that up. That is naughty. We're not going. Then I called another company and they're like, yeah, we'll put it up. Like, put it up next month.
Give you a discounted price.
Yeah. Well, they didn't do that, Travis, but but it was worth it. Yeah, but my daughter was so happy about it.
That's fucking classic.
I didn't even know what clap was like in middle school, you know? I didn't realize it was a social disease until high school. So by then it's on the back of my Letterman's jacket, you know?
All right, last question. You guys have said you are very competitive with each other. You have a tally card, wins in a book. Who is up right now?
I mean,
well, it's been on pause since the twins came around.
I mean, back pre-kids, it was, you know, card games at night, you're bored, board games. Now we're not competing over who's changed the most diapers on the day.
Because we know who that is. It's not a competition. Like, we know who is that is.
Yeah, there's some things that don't need to be said, even though Julie's a phenomenal diaper changer. But yeah, the book is no longer in the rotation, but it's definitely a different season of life, but it's an amazing season of life.
Yeah.
I lied. That isn't the last question. I had to ask one more. What's harder, being a professional athlete or having twins? Twin infants. Like, that has got to be the most crazy thing imaginable.
Yeah, I'm going to go with twins. Like, absolutely. Like, when he goes to like go train and work out, I'm like, I feel like that's a vacation now. Like, I'm like how lucky that you get to go and, you know, work out. But no, it's like insane. Like, sometimes, like the first year, first of all, like we had them during football season, which was like so hard. And I was like in hibernation for like a year. I was like literally when they turned 1 year old, I was like, what does the sun look like? Like, I'm so tired. Yeah. So I would go twins. Yeah, seeing twins on the ultrasound for the first time was like, I don't know if we talked for the rest of the day, just how shocked we were, but it's insane. Like, sometimes you look at them, they have completely different personalities. They look different. And it's just a fun season. I mean, obviously twins, and we have a kid that's 2 years older than the twins. So it's not like it's just the twins in and of itself. So yeah, it's been a blessing for sure.
Jason Kelce was shocked when Travis Kelce unexpectedly announced his marriage certificate with Taylor Swift on the podcast. The atmosphere of that morning's podcast episode initially followed the Kelce brothers' familiar style, funny stories, endless teasing, and laughter echoing throughout the studio. But just minutes after the show began, everything changed when Travis Kelce unexpectedly pulled a carefully folded file from a white envelope and placed it right in front of his older brother, Jason Kelce. Jason stared at the papers for a few seconds. He raised his eyebrows. "What is that?" Travis smiled mysteriously. "Open it," Jason laughed loudly. Don't tell me this is another joke. Travis just shrugged. No. The audience in the studio also began to murmur. Jason slowly opened the envelope. The moment he saw the first line of text, the smile on his face vanished. His eyes widened. He looked at Travis, then down at the file. No way. Travis remained calm. Read on. Jason turned to the next page. With each passing second, his face grew increasingly astonished. Finally, he slammed the papers down on the table. Travis, this is a marriage certificate. The room erupted in cheers. Travis chuckled. Yes. Jason almost jumped out of his chair. Are you serious? Travis simply nodded. Absolutely serious. Jason covered his head with his hands. I thought today was just a normal podcast episode. He turned to face the camera. Everyone, my little brother just gave me a heart attack. The audience burst into laughter. Jason was still in shock. Wait a minute. He pointed to the stack of papers. Did you really bring this on air? Travis laughed. Why not? Jason shook his head repeatedly. I've been mentally preparing for a lot of things. I thought you'd announce a new contract. I thought you'd talk about the season. I thought you'd show off a new car. But the marriage certificate? Really? Travis chuckled. I wanted you to be the first person in the family to see it. Jason was unexpectedly silent for a few seconds. His gaze softened. Really? Travis nodded. Yes. It's going to feel very special. Jason smiled. I'm honored. Then Travis explained that he and Taylor Swift had spent months preparing for their wedding. According to this fictional story, they wanted everything to be done privately before sharing it with close friends and family.